When I signed up for the workshop, it was with great excitement. I was so looking forward to it. A workshop that combined stories and the computer. Wonderful! How I managed to not see that I would be the one telling the story and not the one listening to the stories simply boggles the mind. The first hint I had that I definitely was biting off far more than I could comfortably chew was when I got the email from Regina. Eeks! Homework? Me? Hey, I work in a school. We give the homework, not do it. Hello? And then I read that the homework was to be a personal story. Oh my goodness. I tell you, the idea of a personal story really freaked me out. I am so not the type to come up with personal stories. Images of new agey environments where people bared their souls, sobbing out their life stories, popped to mind and lingered horribly. What on earth have I gotten myself into? But the thought of having 3 glorious days to play with software tempted me. I could not give up this workshop. I wanted it. Surely, I told myself I could do something to get around that personal bit. I would mull over it, and inspiration would strike. I believed. I hoped. But by 8 o'clock the night before, I figured inspiration had passed me by. I had better scramble and scratch out some kind of story. Anxiously, I made lists of story topics. Frantically, I watched almost every video clip on the digital storytelling website for ideas. I even asked my children for ideas. And I can tell you, it is not a good idea to let your children know you are doing last-minute homework. Oh no, midnight and I still did not have a story. Then I had a brainwave. Why not a story about my school? Hey, a story of the beginnings of the school would be good. And it could be used for sharing with staff and pupils. Such a productive use of my 3 days. So I worked on the story of the school, and worked, and toiled, and finally got to the end of the story. Then I looked through the instructions for the pre-workshop assignment, and the word personal leapt out at me. It glowed, it trembled, it danced, it cartwheeled, it shouted, it said, "Hello, you are just so not doing what you're supposed to be doing." And my guilty conscience got me. So this is why you got a personal story after all. A personal story of how I spent the night before the workshop.